Guys, who's ready to go to the best deli in Long Island? In Long Island. See that place right there? Wiley's? Yep, no, that's a rear view mirror. Wiley's, the best place in Long Island. You don't believe me? Come here and see for yourself.
Hey again. So today we have an appraisal on one of my listings in Lindenhurst. This is on North Erie. This was a not a conventional sale. I'll get into it in a different type of different episode. But the appraisal, the purpose of the appraisal is to determine the value on a comparison approach. Okay, they take other homes that have sold in the neighborhood similar to this home, okay, in size, in style, in amenities and features and benefits, and they compare it to this house to come up with a value that matches the purchase price. Okay, now the purchase price is or the contracted price is cannot be disclosed yet because it's still under contract. All right, hopefully it will close soon. That would be in everybody's best interest. So the appraisal takes about, I would say, 20-30 minutes. Okay, the appraiser's here already. He's doing his thing in the backyard, and then he's gonna come inside. We're gonna go inside. I'm opening for him and take it from there. I love this house. Here we are in Lindenhurst. Fully fenced yard, nice patio. There's a gentleman right here. He's taking his measurements. In-ground pool. This house is loaded, as you can see. Okay. Let's take a look inside. So this is called an expanded cape, okay, or a colonial. A cape basically means that there's bedrooms on the main level and upstairs, okay? So here we see that there's a living room here, okay, dining room here, and there's a bedroom on this level. So that makes it kind of an expanded cape, also because they built up, okay? They basically put the whole second floor on, which is really cool. Kitchen here, leads out to the dining room. So you can call it a colonial or an expanded cape, what it really is. I think we advertise it as a colonial, I'm not sure, because most of the bedrooms are upstairs, you know, which basically constitutes it as a colonial, okay? This garage here, I don't wanna go crazy. Take it upstairs real quick. This gentleman's gonna be coming in soon, so I wanna get out of his way. One full bath, one bedroom, and look, this is like the newest thing. Laundry on the main level, on the upstairs level. People love this, it's so convenient. I'm really looking for it in every home that I have buyers for. Such a huge convenience. Real quick, here's the master, just be quick in here. Ensuite bathroom, stand-up stall, walk-in closets, gorgeous home. So, appraisal should be done momentarily. Typically they take about 20 minutes, and he just needs to basically, you know, double check that the home is what it says it is online. So then he can make his analysis and hit the purchase price, which ultimately we're all looking for. See, another reason I like to attend my appraisals, you know, not only do I like to control the situation in terms of the comps he's using, in terms of, you know, what he's seeing in the house, you know, the perception that he's getting from the home that he's appraising, but the guy, he's an older gentleman, he has a house in West Islip where I live, and it's an estate. He's the executor, which means he's in control of everything, and he wants to sell it. So I just chatted him up. I'm gonna be late to my closing, but that's fine. Just chatted him up about selling it. And I was like, Chris, I'm like, I know you do appraisals full time, but you know, you're gonna do the right thing. You're gonna do professional photos and everything, right?
And he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do it like an appraisal, take street views and this and that. I'm like, Chris, do you want the most amount of money? He goes, yes, of course. I'm like, take the professional photos. Better yet, when can I see the home? So, you know, there's a disconnect. You know, I know this market is predominantly heavy on the seller side because of the lack of supply, but that doesn't have anything to do with, you know, making sure you get the most amount of money. So please take the professional's advice, okay, at all times. If I'm going to the dentist and he says X, I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm good, Mr. Dentist. All right, that's just the way it works. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I can get a sale out of it, maybe not. I do have buyers in the area, so it seems it was a win-win regardless. Good old equity settlement. Used to work back here, all the way in the back, when I did mortgages. Back in the day, Advanced Capital Group. This place is owned by my good buddy Chris Delisle. He's got the bank attorney firm, Julio Delisle, and Equity Settlement is his title company. So they like to hold, you know, closings a lot at title companies, you know, because everybody's here at one place. Hello. Meyer closing?
Meyer closing is in the last conference room.
Thank you.
Can you just sign in, please?
Hey. Okay. Hey guys. All right, so closing went well, thank God. I was a little bit late, but it's all good. This was a referral from a past client of mine who I co-called, and I sold his house, and his mom needed to buy a house. She's super happy. He's super happy. I'm pumped. I had to sit down and chat with her for a little bit after the closing because she needs to do a rental out part of the house. So I'm gonna have a rental coming in East Islip, a whole house rental. It's kind of, I don't want to get into it now, but it's basically a whole house, 2 bed, 1 bath, private entrance, use of the yard, use of the driveway, East Islip schools, laundry, your own thermostat. It's awesome. So reach out to me if you know anybody looking for a rental in that aspect. But just left the town of Brookhaven, had to get a CO for my property in Shirley that should be closing soon. Thank God everything is going well, thank God. And have to submit that building permit to the town to finally get my renewal on the solar panels. But now off to the office, have to do some editing of these videos, put it all together for the vlog, the V as in vlog, not blog, video blog. But who knows, let's see what the day brings me. Oh yeah, I need to set appointments for this weekend showing, so I'll be doing that as well. All right, hope everybody's killing it today, and the best of luck to you if you're not. Okay. All right, so I just got word that a closing that was supposed to happen next week got canceled until March. Like, how does that happen? I'm really not sure. My client, the seller, is saying that there's a deed restriction on the deed, obviously, but what does that mean? We're gonna find out soon. I'm not sure, but that stinks for me, that stinks for the buyer, that stinks for the seller. I'll get back to you to let you know what a deed restriction is. Obviously, it's a general term as to why you can't do something on this particular deed. But that stinks big time. And now basically, on the bright side, I have a buyer and a seller closing happening next week. A sell and then a buy. A friend referred me the house in Kings Park. Sold the listing for asking price. Awesome. She loves me. And then she's buying in Amityville. But that's really cool. And now I have to set up like 20 houses to show on Saturday. James, Are you out there? Can you help me? You still work with me on my team? You help me out here? I don't want to do this. Does anybody want to do this? Set up these 20 houses for me? Come to the crib in West Islip if you do. Okay.
So I have a walkthrough tomorrow morning at 8 in the morning in Isle Terrace. And I just wanted to come through to the house now to make sure that the house was straight before the buyer came. Because in this instance, I represent the seller. So I want to make sure that there's no hiccups. What time is it? It's 1:11, weird, my lucky number. And turns out I need to speak to the seller. So I just tried him, he's probably sleeping. And hopefully we can get this resolved before 8 a.m., okay? Yeah, you gotta do crazy shit sometimes. Good night.